Hello, hello. All right, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. All right, let's take a deep breath here and ground our energy. So, one of the things that I want to talk about today is our weekly energy because today is Monday. So, let's look into this week and just kind of talk about where the energy is. Hello, welcome in. So if you are a subscriber, one of the things that I'm doing is we're going to do a card pull for you. We're going to tune into your week, and I'm also going to invite you to let me know something that you'd like to also bring in for your week by doing some intention setting. Hello. So also, outside of subscribing, you can pay for a reading, and this will also include healing as well. Okay, and so you can click the link in my bio and pay through PayPal. Okay, all right. So I'm just going to close my eyes here for a moment. Okay, we're going to go into the Akashic Records for our group here as well. So you can subscribe, and if you subscribe, we always go a little deeper with you your first time. You get a free reading every single time. But we're gonna pull you up a card. We're gonna look into your week. And again, we're gonna be talking about the weekly energy, and we're gonna be tuning into the group as well. And then we're also gonna do some theta healing downloads for our group. And all you have to do is say yes to that. All right. If you're new to me, welcome, and my name is Robin. And so one of the things that I offer is theta healing. And so theta healing is essentially releasing anything that's holding you back. These are your limiting beliefs. These are your blocks. These are your fears. And I can use myself as an example. Okay. So one of the things that I'm going to pull up a card for myself, okay? And you'll probably relate to it as well. The Magician card. And this also came up for someone else's reading today. And by the way, our weekly energy reading for our members in our membership group are up in there as well through horsemanreadings.com. And also if you want a weekly energy reading to your email, that's also available. Okay, so the Magician card coming up with the number 1 on it talks about new starts and new beginnings. So you might be finding starting off this week. Hi, Jess. I'm going to tune into you. I'm going to write your name down as well. Hi. So we're going to start with you. Okay. Is your name Jesselyn by chance? I feel like it is. I think you're the same person because I think you wanted to be a part of the group reading today. When I reached out, I didn't hear back from you. So we're going to be doing something along the lines of that here. Okay, so we're going to be pulling up a card for you. We're going to be asking you what you want to bring in for your week. And then I'm also going to do some theta healing downloads around that. Okay, wanted you to join, but I've had such a tough week. No problem. Absolutely no problem. Just next time, let me know because I create events based on the interest. So it's just really helpful for me. So yeah, if you do want to join, get me to create a group event, then you just have to pay at the same time as I create the event. And then that way we're guaranteed to make it a go. Okay. So the Magician card talking about new beginnings here. All right. And so you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest, and life is magical. Okay. And so this is really talking about our appreciation for what we have. And so it's also getting other people to help us understand our own energies too. So that might be getting readings, things like that, getting support from other people. This definitely makes sense to me because I have quite a few appointments this week for my membership training, for some healing, my nails, massage, like a bunch of different things like that. And so I see that as kind of like having conversations with other people that can kind of teach us lessons. So if for some reason that's connecting to you, just send a little heart in the comments if you don't mind. What we're going to do here is it's going to tell a story for everybody, kind of what we can expect this week. Again, the weekly energy is already underneath our membership group, but I thought it would be fun to do something a little more interactive here. So again, if you're a subscriber, we're going to pull you up a card. We're going to help you set your intentions for the week. And again, we'll see general messages here, plus doing some theta healing, which is really beneficial for people, okay? So not only are we letting go of things from the past through theta healing and using that tool for me as the practitioner, but also things that we're going to manifest and bring in. And so that's what I'm inviting us to think about. What is your intention for the week? And feel free to share in the comments. Also, if you want to get a reading and healing, they're $25 outside of subscribers. And of course, you're going to get lots of support here. So I have the Two of Water here for you, Jess. Okay, as we go into your energy, peace. So I'm writing peace next to you because you said you had a hard week, right? And so it's interesting because when you've had a hard week, these are actually the times where we want to come into these settings and really focus in on, again, basically what we're doing right now, to talk about it, where I can discuss where the energy is, maybe why we're feeling that way, and then I support you with it. Makes sense? We go into the Akashic Records like we're doing right now for our group. And it's a really good experience because it's a non-judgmental environment and it can help other people as well when we get into those settings. So don't have any fears around that. The last one that I did, I could feel that from someone else. They were hiding behind the screen and they were nervous to communicate because they speak a different language. And I was sharing how like those little spaces are so safe for other people to share and be a part of, and it's really helpful for others. So a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. Okay, Jess? So one of the things that's coming through here is I do feel a heaviness in my chest. It's like a little bit of anxiety for sure. And it's just like, it's feeling hard for me to breathe. So maybe taking a deep breath, working on that. So if everybody as a little group here can take a deep breath, maybe putting your hand up on your chest. Maybe just inviting the intention to let go right now. Just to let go. Let go of any heaviness, let go of any weight that you're carrying, that you're feeling overwhelmed by, that's making you feel off your path, it's making you feel rushed or unmotivated, or anything that you feel like you're worrying about right now. Maybe things that people have said to you that were upsetting for you. Just letting all that go right now. Noticing how that feels. Hello, Tink. I'll put your name in here next. So we're going to do this theta healing now. Would you like to know that it's safe, nothing bad will happen to you, to release any fears that are holding you back from being successful, from being happy? Period. So just say yes, taking a deep breath as you receive this theta healing download. And this will also be up underneath YouTube. If you're missing anything, you can watch that replay if you can't stay. Good. And the word forgiveness is coming through. I'm still feeling a lot of heavy energy around my throat, a lot of tension. So just let me know, do you feel a lot of stress and tension? Do you feel that, like, where do you feel that in your body? Does any of this stuff that I'm talking about connect to you? Yeah. So when I think about the throat, I think about like someone who's been just weighed down. My mouth almost. Okay. Someone who's really been. Hello, Theta. Welcome in. I'm going to write you down here as well. Someone who definitely needs to feel free with, like, in their life. Just someone who needs to feel free. Okay. So guys, just one of the things that we're doing is we're doing theta healing downloads. We are doing card pulls for our week, and we're setting some intentions. So feel free to share what your intention is for this week. Jess was saying hers is peace. We're going to work on Tink next, and then Tito. So anybody who's a subscriber or wants to come in and subscribe, that's kind of what we're doing. We're going to share some energy here and kind of talk about where the energy is, and again, what's coming forward for us at this time. All right. If you're in the membership group, the weekly energy is also in there underneath meditations. So feel free to check that out. And I'm soon going to be doing our new moon reading, our ritual, and our Theta healing downloads in there. So would you like to know what it looks like and what it feels like to have happiness, joy, enthusiasm, and be productive all at the same time? So just say yes. Okay. And there's judgment coming through here as well. So would you like to, Jess, do you mind explaining where the judgment comes from when I say judgment? Because your intention for your week is peace. You have the Two of Water, which is the friendship card. Wanting peace in your relationships. But where would the judgment come up as we're working on feeling free and productive? It's interesting because you wanted to come into the group setting and we created that, but then you pulled back because you were going through a tough time, right? Which is why you come into it to move forward with it. But again, you have to trust and feel free that that's going to be productive for you. Make sense? I tend to judge myself for my past and for not being productive. Okay. Does anybody else do that? Send a purple heart maybe if you relate to that. Again, we're in the Akashic Records for the energy of the group, whether that's people hopping in. It doesn't matter if you're a subscriber or not. All right, so when I go into future here, I feel like almost it's like the walls are closing in on us, right? As we're talking about anxiety. It's only on one side. It's like on one side, no, I feel free. The other side, I feel like the walls are closing in. So is this just anxiety? Or is this you being hard on yourself? Is this anxiety or are you being hard on yourself? Or is it both? Let me know. Okay. But not being able to breathe. ADHD is like, yeah, ADHD is more like, I just have a hard time getting through things, you know? But then, obviously, that you're saying kind of anxiety. There's some anxiety and a lot of emotion. So emotions are running high because it's hard for you to I guess, get organized and then giving yourself a hard time about it. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Taking another deep breath. Hello. I forget your name, dinosaur lady. I have tough time regulating. Okay, I'm gonna put you on here. And it's such an easy name to remember. So I'm gonna put you down as number 4 here, okay? So we're doing some healing work, doing some readings, looking into our intentions for the week, doing some energy readings for our week as well. Okay, so if you're new here, definitely say hello. Subscribers always get a reading or healing, something along the lines of that. Because we didn't have our group reading and healing today, I wanted to do that in a more interactive setting and kind of just focus on what we were going to be talking about anyway, since people can access this on YouTube as well and get some more insight on what's happening. Raw pain. Okay, yeah, so I think you identifying with that and you talking about that is really healthy and good for you. That's kind of what I'm getting. Sometimes we just need to identify with how we're feeling and then talk about it, honestly. So this week, my encouragement for you would definitely be to, as I was already sharing with the Magician card, as we're going to see how the cards start to tell a story, to make those appointments, to show up for those calls, to do the little self-care things, do the little classes or whatever it is, right? With those people that can help you. Not just identify with what you're feeling, but then you really need to talk about it. And so I was opening up to the interaction of conversations and things like that, which we're absolutely doing right now. So good for you to be doing that. Because yeah, some people just need to talk about it. Like we need more interaction and being more proactive that way. Because if you have a little bit of anxiety or whatever it is, it's hard to breathe, you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, the only way it's going to change is by, working through it, and you can't hold it in anymore. You know what I'm saying? So anybody else that relates to that, again, feel free to share a heart. But that's kind of what I'm getting for us as a group to pay attention to, okay? Get the readings, get the help. You can come in, you can purchase a reading here today as well. You can use my PayPal underneath my bio, okay? All right, so moving on. So Jess, that's what you need for some peace here, okay, this week. Tink, are you in there? Are you in there, Tink? So far our list is Jess, Tink, Tito, and Dinosaur Lady. You're welcome. The membership group's also another place where you don't have to show a face, but you can get a lot of support and a lot of healing too. Okay, you'll get more updates on what's going on energetically. I'm only tuning into the people in the membership group as well. Okay, kind of like being a subscriber here, but different. All right, so Tink, do you have an intention for your week? The card that we have here for you is Page of Water. I'm getting a lot of pulsation in and around my head, a lot of tension, and I feel like this is more like you're getting permission to go forward in some type of new project or a new thing that you even might have started doing. Either you want to start doing this or you've already kind of initiated starting this. Do you know what this new project or new thing is? I'm getting headaches last couple days. Do you know what this new thing is that you're looking to start up or you already kind of initiated the startup process with? Could be anything. Just let me know if that relates to you. It says intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly, a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic abilities, new business. Okay, I'm not surprised because you definitely have had the more entrepreneurial side coming through, website. Okay, so feel free again to talk about that here. What is it? Because often we need to put it out there as well. Make it a thing, right? And again, get it off your chest. So I'm going to say business idea or ideas for you for this week. And again, you guys are going to see there's general themes here, right? Are you guys also looking to attract peace? Do you also need to, identify with where you are and discuss the things that you want to attract into your life? Or I can also sell my crafts. I like that. E-commerce website. Okay. And I'm just going to put crafts beside it. Perfect. I like that. And so one invitation would be, okay, like from a theta healing standpoint, what do you feel is holding you back from doing that? Do you have any fears? Do you have any limiting beliefs around bringing that in, especially this week? And then work in some metaphysical things. Okay. So let me know if you relate to this tech experience. And also, if you have any Reiki training, feel free to call that energy in for yourself. I'm going to do that for myself right now as well. And if you don't have any, and again, if you want Reiki training, that's all underneath my VIP membership. You can get all the Reiki attunements in there, which open up your third eye, help you connect to your crown, will help you with your intuitive and psychic abilities, definitely help you with sleep and rest and give you more tools. But just maybe calling in some white light in through your crown now. Just setting that intention. You can also rub your hands together, raise your vibration that way. Just creating a little heat. Just feel like clearing energy here. Okay, so is there anything holding you? Okay, so tech. I'm not as good with computers as I thought. Okay, interesting. So a lot of like skills related. Okay, this definitely relates to a new beginning, as we were talking about with the Magician card. But we've got the perfectionism coming through here. So when we want things to be perfect, we need other people to help us with that. Make sense? Right? Maybe it's something somebody can show you, right? Is it watching tutorials? What's holding you back from watching those tutorials? Look, guys, I have a sign. It might not be the most awesome sign, but I have a sign. So you've got the friendly card here, which is great. Even a relationship begins a new phase. So there is really positive energy coming in here. So would you like to let go of times in your life where you felt frustrated, annoyed, incompetent, disgusted with yourself, or critical of yourself as a result of not being able to do the things that you wanted to do in the moment? And let's let that go on a history level. So what that means is, as we've evolved over time, we in some ways have gotten harder on ourselves. We have more expectations, I feel. But there's almost this expectation that we should just know things because of our background or age or whatever it is. But meanwhile, nobody's teaching us this, so let's just let that go on a history level. Again, it could be like, oh, she has a background in this, so she should know how to do that, right? Or I have a background in this, so I should know how to do that. All of those emotions that come from not being there yet, right? This is new for you. So, and again, anybody that wants these theta healing downloads, just say yes. If you want to know what theta healing is, please check out my blog in my bio. And would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have happiness, joy, enthusiasm, productivity without feeling all the weight, the heaviness, the pressure, and all of the pressure that comes from having to change your lifestyle? That's really what I'm getting. Let's let that go on a history level as well as on a genetic level. So there might be someone in your family that also has had a hard time changing their lifestyle. And that could just be resistance to new people, new things, new circumstances. And would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have harmony in your life so that when you go to make a lifestyle change, you can still feel like you have all the other things going right in your life, or all the things that are also already, again, just already working and already functioning in your life, so that you can bring the new in and still have your old? And would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have a new perspective on your life so you don't have to criticize yourself anymore? And would you like to know how to embody health while implementing new projects into your life? And again, just say yes. And then let's just do a little energy clearing here. Taking a deep breath in, because it's a lot. Oh, and then let me know how that feels, Tank, or anybody else receiving these downloads, even on the replay. So again, what's really coming through here's Tank wanting to implement these new business strategies, right? But she's carrying a lot of like old me versus new me lingering there, right? Always feeling a little relief. Okay. Yeah, kind of like Jessa's words were like, kind of have anxiety, a little relief. Yeah. So, obviously we're just doing quickies here. Feel free to pay to come in and get an actual reading and session, because a lot of these are general, helping everybody else. So the intention here for us this week, based on this, is to allow our mind to relax enough that we can allow, because you were talking about all the tension in your head, that we can allow these ideas to start to flow, and just allowing the ideas to come in, right? First, we have the peace coming in, right? Letting go of all that anxiety and stress for balance. And then allowing the ideas to just come out, right? Then we have to sometimes strategize with other people, feed off of other people. Here are some ideas that I have. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. And then seeing if that kind of sounds like a good plan, right? If we just have all of these ideas stuck in our head and we never really talk about it, or we never really like play with that a little bit with someone else, it's really tough to be creative, right? We're not meant to be creative alone. We're meant to share and express. So I think this is where some of the tension and anxiety is building up with some people in here as a general theme. Okay? So just paying closer attention to that, I would say. All right, Tito. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. So it's kind of neat. We've got the relationship stuff coming in, right? The people who need to help us that we get to play with. We've got that new beginning, a new start coming in for us this week as a general theme. Definitely new mentors, new people that we're meeting too. Oh, and by the way, I'm doing 15-minute readings for $17 Canadian, which is amazing. So you can do that through Zoom, phone, email, or Messenger, whichever you choose. But just I invite when you come in to get your readings, when you go to make your purchase, let me know what like your questions are ahead of time, just because 15 minutes when we're used to doing an hour is a little bit different. So today I was working with someone who wanted to do past life, and so just kind of the start of that has to be a little relaxing as we go into a little bit more of a meditative state. So it's like a little bit longer than 15 minutes. So of course then we end up going over time. So the more you can share with your purchase, right? Here's why I want to do past life. Here's what I'm looking to work on. It makes it easier for me because I prepare even before the reading too, just to help you guys out too. Okay. So strength is what you have here, Tito. What would your intention be for this week? Or would it could also be, doesn't have to be a manifestation, but we do have a new moon coming in as well. So it is good to start thinking about your manifestations. But we also have something maybe you want to release or let go of. It doesn't have to be manifesting, right? Like, where are you at energy-wise this week? Because we can tell a lot of people need to get some things off their chest, out of them, more productivity. Yeah. All right. My energy is tired. Okay, Jess, I got your mini reading. So right after Tito, because we've already started her, we're gonna do a quick mini for you. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So energy is tired. All right. So you've got the strength card. Okay. And so we have the number 11 on that. That's a very spiritual number. I can really feel that it says release harsh judgments. So very much related to our theme here. Forgiveness and compassion, right? Being a little more gentle with ourselves. And great inner strength. Archangel Ariel. So with this card being so tired and so drained, what you really, really, really need is like obviously more kindness in your life, whether that's through your relationships, or even like when you get a healing session. My head hurts. Okay, you really need those soft, kind, gentle people. Like you can't do harsh right now. As our new moon trickles in on the 11th, today is the 8th, right? So I'm going to be doing that new moon reading and ritual for the 10th, but I might get it up earlier in our membership group. And also on the 11th at 7 p.m., I'm going to be coming on here live, and I'm going to be doing a candle ceremony. So you can purchase a candle for $7 with your manifestations and your intentions. I'm also going to be doing similar energy to this, then to help you move some of the energy a little faster, okay? But I keep mentioning the new moon for you because new moons can be very much like full moons, right? So I think you're kind of already starting to feel into, okay, I want to make big changes. And as a result of that, I need to prepare myself for that. So I can't handle like crazy. I can't handle too much. And I've got to work with these people that are just really, really, really nice. Otherwise, it can throw you off, I feel like, from those bigger dreams that you have because you might get discouraged or frustrated, things like that. Okay. So would you like to know? This is where we add the theta healing in here. And again, anybody else that wants this, take advantage of it. Also, you can watch it on the YouTube afterwards too, just to soak up all the good stuff. Would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have a healthy balance in your lifestyle so that you can attract positive people while still working on your own shadow side? And your shadow side is the negative aspects of yourself so that we can embrace our positive qualities and also slowly work on shifting the negative qualities. Okay? So just say yes. I'm going to say that or something better in divine timing. Good. So I'm getting a couple things for you. One is tapping, EFT, emotional freedom technique. Okay. The other part is I feel like when it comes to healing and things like that, which is what we're doing right now, right? We're doing general weekly energy, we're doing setting intentions, we're talking about manifestation, healing and clearing, shadow work. What part of you feels like you don't like this stuff? Is it, oh, I don't want to have to do the work, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to work on myself, I hate shadow work, oh no, I hate full moons? Especially if you're tired and drained, do you relate to any of that? Like, I want to work on myself, but it could just be the lower vibration that you're feeling. Could be money. What holds you back from really embracing this process? That's strength, discipline. Let me know here. And then we're gonna hop into Jess. And then our dinosaur girl, if she's here. I'm just tired, but I have come last all the time. My family comes first. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Alright. I feel you on that one. So let's look into the energy of this. It all comes from heart. The pain in the heart. So would you like to know what it looks like and what it feels like to have a heart of gold while maintaining a high vibration and still taking care of your own dreams, wishes, manifestations, boundaries, and healthy communication? If so, just say yes. That or something better in divine timing with love and compassion while you're doing this. And anyone else that wants that, just agreeing in the comments or on the replay. Okay, so what's coming up here, okay, is you've got this really high, and please keep tapping the screen, guys. It's really helpful for me as well while I'm doing these free things for everyone. I'm seeing a really high vibration for your future because I feel like your mind is in the right place, but I'm still seeing a lot of low energy from the past. And so we need to clean and swipe the past in order to maintain the high vibration for the future. And this is where a lot of people are like, what? The past is in the past? But honestly, your past is really always going to weigh you down if you don't eliminate it. That's why I love doing theta healing. This is why it's so important to do, because a lot of times people don't know how to do that on their own. And this is where I come in. So that's why I love what I do, because I get to actually help people. A lot of people aren't capable of doing this. They don't have the training, they don't understand it, and it's really hard when you're by yourself. It takes a lot of takes a lot of energy when you don't have a lot of energy, right? So should I take a new job or stay at my old? I'm stuck. Okay. So I have a little paid reading over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to focus on the new job, that sort of thing, but you can definitely pay for a mini reading if you want to ask that question, or you can pay $25 to come in and go further. But let's let go of any heaviness or weight that's still lingering in and around your energy field that's blocking you from maintaining a high vibration, not just this week, but throughout the next few weeks, just to get you a little more amped up and psyched up about your little projects or your just day to day, or even if it's just your simple to-do lists and tasks, okay? Okay. I definitely feel like there's more in there, Tito, but I'm going to move on to Jess. So yeah, feel free to pay for that little mini or come in and get a reading, or book in a 15-minute session with me. They're only $17. Great time to get and experience a one-on-one with me. That's why I'm doing this. Because yeah, I do feel like there's a little bit more in there, for sure. Okay. Jess. I should have done that. Should have done what, Jess? Well, you're welcome. Do you not want the mini reading now? Yeah. So it's $17 Canadian. You go and you purchase a 15-minute reading underneath my booking, right? And then we'll do the mini here. Technically, I was doing $25 readings right now, but I'm doing a mini for you. Trust that that's all the way it's meant to be, okay? And absolutely, you can book in to get that session. But I definitely feel like Tito could benefit from it, okay? So, Jess, you have, oddly enough, and what is your question, Jess? What would your question be? So you have the Five of Earth. We're going to go into your Akashic records here, okay? We already went into the groups, but we're going to go into you specifically for your paid reading. And anyone else, if you want to do a mini, go for it. So you have fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment, okay? Feel a lot of imbalance, okay. So one of the things that comes up here whenever we see the Five of Earth and pain from my past, okay. Whenever we have five, it doesn't have a vibration, okay? And so it's interesting when people leave. I wish that they would stay so they can get like the whole group energy healing together, especially when we go and we integrate everything. However, it's all good. Hopefully, you got what you needed. But five has no vibration, okay? It's the one stuck in the middle. Four is more of a resting state. Six in numerology, six is the number of balance and cooperation. And if you think about where you are right now, you're feeling like you're in a five, okay? It's like you're saying imbalance. That makes sense because literally there's no vibration to this number when we see this card. We also have the earth component here talking about you definitely need to work more on the lower chakras, which is just calming the nervous system, doing the cleansing, doing the release work. You're not wrong about that at all. As I'm doing the breathing, right? Just so I'm gonna do something here that I think would benefit Tito as well. Okay. You've got a couple things going on. Part of it is I want to do some like fire dragon breath. I want to do some like different types of breathing techniques and some emotional freedom technique. So as we're in your records, let's do a couple healing techniques that maybe could benefit you, because this is someone who's not feeling as connected as they would like to feel to the world's energy, like bringing in abundance, feeling that high vibration with money, things like that, trusting that everything you put out is going to come back to you. We were even seeing that, like talking about coming into the group healing and then like feeling like you paid and then you're like, maybe I should have done this. This is a perfect example of like not trusting in that flow and that connection of what's happening, right? So first of all, I'm going to do a little healing attunement on you, okay, using some energy. And of course, anybody that wants to benefit from this just being here, they will also receive healing. If they want it, just opening up your energy with permission. And so just receive this. It might take us a few moments here. You are going to feel a lot better after this. I'm just throwing that out there. You're even going to find that your intuition is a lot more heightened, okay? You might feel less anxiety, less of that fear. Maybe just to, like you said, pieces your intention a little more calm. Seeing kind of like a waterfall for you, so maybe it's allowing any emotions that you have to flow. Just allowing yourself to not just feel calm, but dropping any shoulder tension. So maybe you can bring your shoulders down just a tiny bit. Let me know if that's feeling good. it's just earthing you. So obviously if money's an issue, like I want to yes, lighter, awesome. I want to promote like the energy healing that I have underneath my VIP membership. It's $55.55 a month. You can cancel at any time. You can come in for 1 month if you like and soak up all of the healings and the classes and the attunements. Specifically, the level 1 Reiki attunement would be most beneficial for you because it's more about the connection to the crown and the third eye and the activation in your palms that you receive when you watch the videos there. Reason for this is it also can help you not just line up your own chakras, but it just getting the attunement will shift your energy a lot to help you release any toxins, anything from your past, anything in your chakras that aren't serving you anymore. It's pretty helpful. So that is really important, the energy healing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of the energy here. Now I'm still in your records. I'm feeling like Tito also needs some of this emotional freedom technique, okay? In my pro level as well, that's $33.33, same concept per month, cancel at any time. Very, very beneficial if you want to put your money anywhere, Jess, I would put it into the VIP membership, honestly. And then once you receive some of the attunements, that's when I would kind of come in and get the session, just allowing yourself to receive some of the healings in there. And then the pro level for learning the Akashic records, that's where we start doing some tapping. You learn how to go into your own energy, and you can play in that space, and it's very calm. It's very freeing, as we were using the word freedom earlier, Jess. So those are all good things. So as we do a little tapping here, okay, we're going to tap here like so, and just repeat after me. Even though I feel heavy and scared, I fully and completely love myself. Hello, come on in, guys. We're just doing some tapping right now for someone. Even though I feel stressed a lot, I fully and completely love myself, and you do have to continue to tap on those pressure points. Ooh, I'm feeling a lot of tension in mine. Even though I'm feeling stuck, I fully and completely love myself. And then tapping on the top of my head, we're releasing things from the past that no longer are serving us, okay? So this is the cleansing part. It might actually feel good to tap, especially Tink if you're still here, any of that tension that you're feeling in your head. Letting go of alcohol. Letting go of cigarettes. Letting go of food poisoning. Letting go of drama. Unwanted scarcity mindset. And then above the forehead, unwanted emotions, heaviness and weight. Stuck energy. To the sides of the eyes. Alcohol. Underneath the eyes. Past trauma. Under the nose. So just like 2 fingers, just gently. You can push as hard as you want, but it's a tapping thing. Unwanted energy from other people. And then underneath the lips. Past life trauma. Past life experiences. And then just breathe as you tap. And then clicking on the chest here. Ooh, that should feel really good. Like, So even that tapping, again, might feel positive. Heaviness and weight. Stress and weight in my shoulders. And then on the sides where your bra strap might be. Overachieving. Overdoing. Overcompensating. Over agreeing. overachieving. And then crossing over on the wrists like this. I don't know if this feels good for you, but it feels really good for me. I'm hearing wide legs. But this one I'm going to invite you to write down, or not write down. It's weird I'm saying write down. Express out loud. This is probably where the expression and the talking about things and releasing it is coming up. Right now, as you're tapping wrist to wrist, what is something that you want to release? That's what I feel like you're supposed to say. You pick. Just say what you're releasing. You can also say it while you're tapping, and then you could also share in the comments once we complete this. Okay? Yeah, so it's really, really, really helpful for all those people that are feeling a lot of that energy. So usually what we do in a tapping session, and again, this is all in my pro level VIP stuff. These are just like little things that we learn. We usually check in between 1 to 5, 5 being amazing, 0 being kind of dead, 1 being really shitty. How were we feeling before we started tapping? And so it doesn't matter, you're going to feel better. But there are sometimes feelings that come up, like a buzzing when you stop, like a vibration that you're feeling. So we're working with acupressure points, which is really cool. I'm also a reflexologist, so I have like all kinds of different certifications in terms of acupressure points, which can be really beneficial for people that struggle with anxiety and things like that, especially in the face. So tapping is great because you get to identify with the emotions again and release it. Good. I'm glad. I'm not glad that you were crying, but I'm glad that you're able to release that. So that's one step, okay? Good, and you can go back, watch this on the replay underneath YouTube, and follow along again with your own words or just listening to mine, okay? I love doing this because I like to tune into people's energy. So again, anybody that wants me to do this specific to them, come in, get a little mini reading. We did it for Jess. We can do it for you as well. But I do, and in sessions I can do this for you as well, but I like to tune into specifically the person's energy, what they have going on, and then I pick the word specifically for them. And once you get to know yourself well enough, you can pick those words for yourself and understand kind of what your themes are and stuff like that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll open this up underneath my store as well as a little sale thing for a tapping session. Sent to your email. We'll say I'm getting for $11, so it can give you like something you can rewatch and come up with a little bit of strategy based on where you are in that moment. All right. And then you'll have access to that for an unlisted YouTube video for 30 days. Okay, so it can be kind of your 30-day tapping exercise. It might be helpful. So now we're going to implement the positive. I'm doing a lot of things for inexpensively to give people opportunities to understand, like that they can compile like a tool here and a tool there, like a weekly energy, a monthly energy, just stuff like that, or quick little mini sessions, coming in and subscribing, right? Paying for these little mini readings. It's great when sometimes you just need little pieces, right? Instead of doing a full hour session. However, I highly recommend a 1 hour session because you're probably going to find that you're able to focus more on specifics and have something to come back to work with me again, right? So now let's bring in the positive, okay? So tapping on the top of the head again. Positive frequency, positive mindset, healing light, healing work, generating more financial abundance while maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Taking a really deep breath, top of the eyes, feeling positive even when the things outside of me are not positive. Sides of the eyes, letting go of control when I want to control. Under the eyes. Balancing control. Balancing control. Balancing control. And then under the nose, relaxation, relaxation techniques, healing. And then under the lips, calming my nervous system down. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Tapping on the chest again. Having balance in my life is awesome. Feeling calm. And again, that will really help with any anxiety that you're feeling. Thank you, Tito. Not sure what your payment was. If you don't mind just putting in the comments what it was. Otherwise, I can look it up, but if you don't mind letting me know. And then sides, where the bra strap is. Harmony and balance while caring for myself and others. Harmony and balance while taking care of myself and others. Crossing over on the wrists. Harmony and balance while taking care of myself and others. Taking a deep breath now, maybe rolling your shoulders. Sometimes people forget that I have a yoga instructor background too, which I think can be really helpful in a session as well if you want to be shown some poses or breathing techniques, stuff like that. That can be really helpful. All right, so how is everybody feeling with that? So that's one round of tapping, negative and positive. Okay. And then so much better. I'm glad. Yeah, and you guys were feeling good when we were letting go of the negative. But again, most of my healing techniques that I use, we work on negative and positive, right? So you feel more balanced. It all works itself out in the end, but just don't forget that if you are learning that it's important to, even today when I was doing my past life session with somebody, like, okay, let's pick something positive and let's pick something negative, just to keep things that way, because we can choose to work on the shadow, right? But then we want to make sure that we're not doing such deep healing work that we're going into a funk either. We also don't want to manifest like crazy and forget that we also need to prepare ourselves to let go of things from the past in order to bring those things in. Make sense? So I'm just checking out your payment, Tito. We're going to focus on you. Okay, 25. Perfect. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull this card up because that kind of completes our weekly energy here. And Dinosaur Lady was the only other person that we had in here. Let me know, Dinosaur Lady, if you're still here, okay? So 10 of water is what you have here, Tito. And so we're going to shift over out of everybody's energy here. Okay, but we'll finish off with this 10 of water, okay? As intention. So contented and rewarding family life, your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. I'm hearing companionship and compatibility here. Okay, and then we're going to go into your energy, Tito, because we get out of everybody else's. I think here what this card is kind of expressing is what we were just working on, right? Control, the need to let go of control and just recognizing when we're doing that, right? Because I think everybody was really enjoying that tapping a lot, probably because they were letting go of control and they're realizing, oh my God, I just need to do this to feel better, right? I'm not in my head as much. I'm not feeling that heaviness in my energy as much. It's just this shift, right? I'm sure Jess is feeling a lot better, or people will after they receive that little attunement that I was offering too. So I think this week, if you can do more of that, as I was just sharing, for $11, I'm going to put that underneath my store after I get off here as well. So if you want a tapping session specifically for you, like we just did, like a couple rounds there, that'll give you an opportunity to practice with that. Again, Go to practitioners, get more healing, get more help, and don't neglect yourself, okay? So we're going to take a moment here to ground you, okay? And then feel free to let me know, Theta, what you would like to focus on. We're in your energy now. Just feel free to let me know, you know, with intention here. What are you coming in to work on? And I'm still feeling like focusing more on the energy of this week, kind of what we've just been doing, continuing that flow of healing and forgiveness and calm and zen, but ways to help you move forward with that as well. That's kind of our theme. Okay. So you've got 9 of letting go of stress, being able to allow new. I like that. Yeah, so kind of letting go of the old, in with the new, literally, right? So that shadow side of you, just whatever's holding you back, and then bringing in that kind of like love and light, right? For balance, essentially. Perfect. So the 9 of fire, don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. I'm feeling really emotional with this card, with your energy here. And so the reason for that is because it feels like she's a really powerful young lady. She has these beautiful gifts. Hello, Heather. I'm going to write your name down on our list. We're just doing a paid reading right now. She's got this beautiful, powerful side to her. And I think sometimes she's a little overwhelmed, as we're talking about stress, by herself, by her own gifts. Sometimes she's so powerful and strong that it scares her. Happy New Year. And I think that she's just like not sure how to navigate this power and this light that she has. And sometimes she's a little self-destructive because she's sometimes shy or sometimes, again, just fearful of the unknown. And this is like a natural anxiety that every human has. And if you have a healer side and a healer quality, it's even harder because we put a lot more pressure on ourselves because we know we have the gifts, you know? And it's like, oh, I should be helping people, and I need to follow my purpose. I need to be on my spiritual path. And what I see here for you, honestly, is just learning the tools like we were just doing, but in a very laid back way, right? Where you're taking the pressure off yourself. The last thing you need to do is learn more gifts and then adding more pressure on yourself when this is supposed to be something that's helpful for you and very light and gentle. So you're hearing this in the other reading we already did, and then this reading as well. Light and gentle, right? I have the gift to help others, but hard to help myself. Absolutely. And I won't lie, that's a big part of Healing 101, but a big problem that many healers have. They get really lost in giving to others and forgetting about themselves, and then kind of being like, how come nobody cares about me? How come nobody's helping me? And that it's really important, right? We hear it all the time, fill up your own cup, blah 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 blah, self-care, la-di-da-di-da. We know how to do that, but the big thing is, why aren't we doing that? So I'm going to invite you to ask yourself and share here in the comments, why do you feel like sometimes you put yourself last on your to-do list? So when we go to do your healings, we can understand from your perspective of why you're doing this instead of me telling you why you're doing that. But it's completely normal, and it happens to all of us that have these gifts. I feel like Heather's going to relate to this because she hopped in at this exact time. I was taught that. Okay. And so who specifically taught you that? Is it to give rather than receive? Is it to take care of everybody? My mom and sisters do the same. Okay. But was it your mom that taught you that? So it could be genetic. Yes. Okay. Perfect. That's giving me chills everywhere here as well. Okay. So, would you like to clear, cancel, pull, and release anything that's not serving you in relation to your gifts? Okay, using your healer qualities, using your healer side. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to use your gifts and use those healing tools that you have for the sole purpose of starting to take better care of yourself? And then, if for some reason it shifts over to inspiring other people or supporting other people, that's okay as well. Let's let that go also on all levels. So, on a genetic level, on a history level as well. So, on a DNA level, so that you don't have to carry your mom's like burden of being the one that has to take care of everybody else and leave herself without, or like live up to this like bar up here that in my mind doesn't even exist. Okay, so any type of heaviness or weight that you've taken on as a result of the role that she chose to take on, whether that was related to her mother or something that she started doing in her marriage or at a young age. Okay, so we're going to clear, cancel, and delete, pull all of that, and bring in that new. And anyone else that wants that, just say yes. Good. Okay. It's funny because you lost a sister. Definitely feeling the sister energy here, making me feel a little emotional, but making me feel warm in my heart because I think that your sister's happy that you're doing this big time. So I don't know if you feel any heat or any emotions coming through, Tito. Okay. But you're also wanting to bring in new, right? New harmony, new love. And when I say new love, I mean new enthusiasm, new passion. So you have the energy to do the things that you want to do, not just the things you have to do, right? Yes, I do all week. Okay. Perfect. So 7 of fire, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. Okay. Yeah, me too. So this card, you've got 2 fire cards, which is very creative energy, right? More of that abundance, more of that flow. So I really like this card for you. So here, she's stepping into her power, right? Because she's starting to realize that that's her job, right? To use that to support herself more. Because I think you already have a lot of tools that maybe you're forgetting that you've already learned, because again, just prioritizing time. So that's one thing I would definitely say here, is to prioritize time moving forward. Then you have 7 of fire, defend your beliefs and decisions. Okay, so this is also someone who's in a little bit of protection mode. Like, I want to make these changes, I want to bring in the new, something bad's gonna happen, or I'm not familiarized with this is too much new for me at once. Do you get overwhelmed when it comes to change or new people, places, things? Because this is a beautiful creative energy, right? It's definitely there. That's new. So what is it that's like holding you back or scaring you? Don't do well with change. Yeah, and this is big change. This is like when somebody changes their career, that type of change, when somebody doesn't identify with this version of themselves anymore. They decide they want to be a healer, they want to be an artist, they want to be a writer. Yeah. So is career change something that you're inviting in or thinking about doing? Yes. Okay. Because that's definitely the card that speaks to this shift, and it's usually an up level, right? It's when somebody decides, oh, I've got all these skills, I can actually teach, I could be a teacher, right? I can share this out with the world if I wanted to. And as you should, I feel that you should, and I'm not going to should on you, but I think you've got it. And so I would say, with all this fire energy, you know that within yourself, right? It's just sometimes us telling ourselves no because it's fear, it's anxiety, it's natural, it's normal. Got drop off and finish school. Okay, that's amazing. Take the offers, take the offers. So again, what would be holding you back from receiving the opportunities? Is it just the change? Is it dimming your light? Is there somebody else's voice in the back of the head, or physically people telling you no, or getting in the way? My friends at my old job. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. A little bit of comfort zone, latching onto the old. Makes sense. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to take advantage of opportunities that you want for you because you want to do that, not because anybody else is making you or telling you to, or anything else like that? Would you like to know that it's safe to take opportunities that you want for you, that it's okay to say yes to things that you know spiritually are in alignment for you? Just saying yes. Nothing bad will happen to you. Good. All right. I feel like you've got a really great business sense and you have a really great creative uh, side to you. You will do very well in the things that you're going to be taking on. There might be like another voice inside of your head outside of these friends saying maybe it's not good enough or you're not good enough. Do you relate to that? It's okay if you don't, but there's definitely something underneath that. I don't know if it's status. I wrote down business and creative. Yes, I am scared to make a new. Okay. Okay. So you have the Five of Earth card, right? This is kind of talking about spirituality, okay? And like we said, these changes, but it's also almost going to, if you don't take these changes, it might affect you financially. Like it feels like if you take the opportunity, your vibration will go up. You'll be using more of your abilities. It will bring you into a state of abundance. If you don't, you won't have the abundance that I feel like you're looking for. You might not have the satisfaction. Not I'm not saying relationships, but more just like in your personal relationship with yourself. So it's definitely healthy for you to make this change. As I said, prioritizing the time for yourself. Maybe it's um, when you're in more of a relaxed state, you will find these choices become really easy to you. But when you're not in a relaxed state, like you said, when you're tired, it's easier for you to just get into your head and get into this mindset. Okay, yeah. Well, again, you're intuitive, you do have these abilities yourself, so it makes sense why you understand this, right? So your cards are definitely telling you a story. There's a little bit, like you said, leaving friends behind. There is competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. The reason why this card is showing up is there's it just feels like here you are trying to do great things for yourself, and again you're still worried about what other people think, and it's kind of draining your energy still too. I don't know if these people are really excited and happy for you, or they just want you to be held back so that they can be comfortable and they can be happy, right? But that's almost like when there's somebody jealous, or they have to change because you have to change. So how do you feel about this whole situation about like leaving the past behind? Is that when I was feeling at my low at work, I looked outside the window, there was a beautiful eagle. Oh, I love that. Yeah, eagles represent courage and intelligence. So you have the intelligence, and now your next step is the courage. Okay, so would you like to know that it's safe, nothing bad will happen to you, for you to focus on your own goals that you have so that you can succeed in your own life without feeling like you're leaving anybody or anything behind? And would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have compassion for others while still pursuing your goals and your dreams? Good. And I still feel like, perfect, this is feeling a lot lighter for you. One of the other things that I'm feeling is going on here is I think once you get into that space, you're going to be like, oh, I can do more. I can do more. This is nothing. I can like up and up and up and up. And you just have to get yourself into that next step, okay? But trust me, when you get into that next step, it's going to become a lot easier for you than where you are now, and you're going to realize it wasn't a big deal at all, and now you're just going to kind of get a high off of that up leveling and upgrading, especially with career. So I think you're not wrong and just a little stuck energy, but we get you out of that rigidness, and again, that's what I'm doing. I'm clearing the energy. Definitely you're the one that needs to take the step and build the courage to do it, but you're going to never look back, okay? And it's going to feel really good, trust me. So I see it happening. Yes, absolutely. So let's pull you up a final card here, because when I look into future for you, like I literally see you here, and then I see this, like baby steppings absolutely is more like airplane, right? It goes up on this like angle, versus some people when they up level, they want to up level like this, and then other people want to up level like this. I see you again just being here, and then on that angle, okay? It'll go up, and it'll go up, and it'll go up, and it'll go up. And that means even if there is some failures along the way, or the back steps or whatever, you're never going to be back to where you were. And that's the main thing, okay? So we're going to pull you up a last card here just to kind of finalize and sum up what's going down. And then we're going to integrate the energy. So Tito, do you use cards? That's the one. Ah, not surprised. The Lovers. If you look this card up and Google it, no, I don't know how. Okay. That's also in my membership group as well. How to read like tarot, in angel, numerology, colors, animal symbolism, dreams, etc., etc. But I do see you in the future pulling cards for yourself. Okay. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. Okay, when we see this card, it says you need to make a decision with your heart, right? And that's why it's hard for you, because it's your heart. And the sixth card talks about balance. I also feel like that's what's going to happen for you, is you're so used to being in the imbalance that it's almost a little uncomfortable for you to actually, feel the goods, receive the goods, that sort of thing. But it says good health. Balance is in this card, balance with other people, that sort of thing. Raphael is the angel of healing as well. Green, also the heart chakra. And just feel others' energy and make them feel better after talking with them. Absolutely, yes. That's just part of your empathetic side. People will gravitate towards you. They'll open up to you, and they trust you, which is great. And so again, that's why you'll be so successful in career, because it's kind of effortless for you, because you have that business and creative side, right? Not everybody has that. So definitely call in angels for support. If you're feeling that discomfort in your physical body, definitely you could book in for a one-on-one, take advantage of my 15 minutes I'm doing, and also maybe the $11 for the tapping. And then I have a few other options underneath my link tree as well. I'm going to do that after I get off of here for the tapping one. Yeah, those are my recommendations. And we're going to integrate all of the Theta healing downloads that we did here this evening. Okay, and then we're going to go into Heather. I believe she's still here. So with permission, just integrating all of the energy that we agreed we want to release and bring in. Good. Now there is someone in here, okay, who is having a hard time. So thank you, Tito, so much for your reading. I really appreciate your payment, the support. There is someone in here who's having a hard time with someone else. This could be a friend. This could be a lover. Let me know in the comments if this is you. Because when we were doing the downloads, I was getting that there's someone who they're getting a little backlash from somebody else. A little bit of negativity. Somebody's giving you a hard time. Does anybody relate to that? And then Heather, we're going to go into you, okay? Did you have a question, Heather? One of the themes that we've been doing, you might want to go back and listen to the replay and get all of the downloads and listen into our weekly energy, the little stories that we were telling here. But what we were doing is we were pulling up a card for your week. We were doing a little theta healing here in a group setting. So I didn't end up doing my group reading and healing today. I had set it up for someone, and then for that time, and then they decided not to do it anymore. So I will be creating another group one, but my energy is telling me to do it more in the evening, so it's available to more people. So I decided to do that here this evening to talk a little bit more about this week's energy, etc., and do some healings and clearings. It's very helpful for people, and it will be free again underneath YouTube, which is better than just in the membership. So that being said, for you, we've got the Lovers. Again, when we're doing general messages like this, you're gonna see like a theme in everybody's story here. Okay, so this talks about decision making. We've got the Nine of Earth here, talking about independence with money. Okay, spending or enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So this is really kind of sitting with your thoughts, but almost while you're working. So someone who is doing a bunch of things, you're welcome, doing a bunch of things, but still kind of sorting out their head, right? So this isn't someone who's sitting going, this is someone who's like on the exercise bike, doing their exercises, sorting the shit out in their head, that sort of thing, or bumping around, listening to nice music in the background, sorting this out. You get what I'm saying? And so that's more this energy for this week, okay? So really on par with what everybody else is experiencing. We wrote down peace, we wrote down business, which you have, sorting that energy out. We did some tapping here as well, moving through some of the energy, and yeah, we were kind of bringing in some new beginnings with our new moon energy. If you want to purchase a candle as well with your manifestations and your intentions, that's $7 through horsemanreadings.com, or click my link tree when I come on here at 7 p.m. on the 11th at Atlantic Standard Time, by the way. So I'm in Moncton, New Brunswick. Then you can participate in that ceremony. I'll be doing some theta healing downloads, some healing. We're going to be kind of giving you some messages, seeing what's going on, just to help you shift over to what it is that you want. Go really big, guys, as well. So for my next new moon, if I think about something I want to bring in right now, I'm building my retreat space. I'm putting crystals in the walls of my new retreat space. I'm purchasing things for like my decor. I'm also starting to finish writing my book. So starting the book and finishing the book. So I think about for myself, if I'm bringing in, just to get you in the mindset of what your new moon manifestations might look like, I am definitely going to see myself relaxing in my new space, as we're talking about with Tito's energy of taking care of ourselves first, right? So getting more into that retreat energy for myself. I'm going on a writing retreat here soon. So getting into all of that, like appreciation, very similar here of the like enjoying the luxury, but still kind of like navigating and sorting things out, doing the writing, expressing, that sort of thing. So my new moon is definitely going to be more around, because this is what I tend to do, like visualize, talk about it, but then pick like an emotion, right? What am I truly bringing in? What do I really want for myself? And it's always a feeling or an emotion. Yes, we have all this stuff and we have all the activities and the things, but is it harmony? Is it abundance? Is it peace? That sort of thing. So make sure as well you're fixating in a healthy way on the details, but then really pinpoint exactly, what are these emotions. And so you'll start to recognize when the negative ones are coming up and out why, right? So we get to reflect a little bit on the month before. What were you bringing in last month? What came through for you as the full moon came in, etc. For everyone in this life having a subscription for Robin's account is so worth it. You get free every time she is live. Thank you, Robin, for letting me know I am on track. You're so welcome, and I really appreciate that. So 3 of Earth, last card here, okay? For subscribers anyway. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So this, again, was talking about this need to enjoy the vibration of existing and living. But also, it's kind of like not taking anything for granted, almost. So it's like the pleasure of life. Maybe we're overworking, too. So yes, we need to keep active, that sort of thing, but we could be overworking a little bit here. So be careful of that this week if you have the tendency to go a little overboard, because we don't want to take for granted the fact that we do have our health, and we want to make sure we're not burning out, right? Burning the candle out at both ends. That's important. And I think sometimes as we were just doing those clearings and healings of overachieving, that's what we're clearing. I'm not surprised this is coming through for us, because we literally just let that go. So just healthy reminders of what we already released to help you this week, okay? Trying so much to do that every day. Yes, so I'm very glad. All very positive cards here, right? Every single card tonight was positive. We didn't have like the death card. We didn't have the tower card talking about addictions, even though we worked on those a little bit earlier with cigarettes and alcohol and all of that. Okay. So if nobody else is purchasing a reading, I'm going to head out. I would like to come back on and do some more readings, but I'm going to leave it there since I think we got everybody done. Dinosaur Lady was on the list. I think she took off, probably because I call her Dinosaur Lady. All right, so I'm going to put up the tapping for $11, so if you want a tapping routine for your month, let's do that. It'll be based on what I feel you need at that time. Okay, so say you like that routine and that gives you substance and you practice that, you can get 3 of these if you want, and they'll have it'll kind of be like different focuses, which again can be really beneficial for removing any negativity that you're having. I'll see how those go. I kind of put them in and then take them out. Again, 15-minute readings are only $17. Heather, you might have missed that part. So those are through Zoom, phone, messenger, or email. You just have to let me know the method that you would like that in. But I do recommend getting little mini one-on-ones just to get a feeling for what it's like to actually have a session. I think that they're really important to do instead of all of these little mini things. However, to each their own, whatever suits you guys best. I'll talk to you soon, and thanks again for being here. Bye for now.